Hey guys, sorry it's been a while since I posted a video. Today we're working on, or really showing you what I've been working on for the last week or so. So this is a Pelican 1500 case that I've converted into a mobile like communications box. So on the outside here, you're going to have an antenna connector. You're going to have a solar in port. Then over on this side, you've got a USB out. Over here you've got a 12-volt barrel port and then a AC water resistant port. Okay, so on the inside you've got basically everything that you're going to need for basic radio operations. You've got a ICOM 2730 radio. The head unit is just routed down and through. This is the actual main radio itself. Underneath here is this is just Velcro down, but underneath here is a AC to DC power converter. So I basically have it wired up so that as the power comes in on the AC side, it goes into that converter, which then steps into DC power and then powers all my USB ports, barrel ports, that kind of stuff. And then of course the radio itself. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug that in real fast. So I'll show you how that works. Okay, so now that we have AC power plugged in, we can turn this switch, which is just a transfer switch, to position 1, which is going to power up the radio. So that's also now powering both of these ports on the sides, and then also giving power to this outlet here, which I'll show you what that's for here in just a minute. So on the inside again, you've got 2 lithium-ion batteries. You've got a solar charge controller, which is going to take the power from solar panels and then charge these 2 batteries. This one I really liked because it's very simple, it's small, and you can set it for different types of batteries, and it gives you a little readout as well as it gives you how many amps are going in when you're charging, which is nice. As far as the switching to battery, you're just going to come to position 2, and then now everything is running off these battery power. I did put the barrel port on there, which gives you the ability to plug in things like this is just a cooling fan I got out of an old computer. So if I plug that in the barrel port, and then turn on either the batteries or turn on the AC power, it's going to power it whichever one is plugged in for. I'll get that thing out of the way. As far as antennas, you can do a small like mobile antenna. This is actually a signal stick, which I really like this company. This can run up to, I believe, 100 watts. I know for sure 50 because this runs at 50 watts, which is kind of crazy because most mobile antennas aren't going to do that much. And then it's just going to clip in to this BNC connector on the top. So then from there, I'm plugged in and I could run with that antenna out in the field. Or if I was setting it up with a bigger antenna, like the one on my roof, it's the same thing. You're just going to clip in, and then now you're getting stuff from, and again, you can see it right there. I'm already receiving signal. I have it turned down, so it's not going to disrupt anything, but you're getting signal and works really well that way. When you're hooked up to AC power, if you want to power an external radio or something else, it's going to be these 2 here. I have these run directly to the AC to DC converter. So it's a little bit messy right now because I'm trying to show you guys all this, but if I connect in these, so now that's going to be providing power from the AC from the wall through the DC converter and then over to my HF radio, which you guys can see. So this is a Yaesu FT 710 with an external display. So it gives you the power or the ability to have everything running through this one box and then power a like more desktop style HF rig or just have your mobile setup here. These little cheap radios are really just in there so I could hand somebody a radio if I need to, if they're going somewhere, and then be able to have conversations and that kind of thing. And yeah, I think that's it. If you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. I can also put in some links for some of the different stuff that I used to make this. But again, it really is just a generic 30 amp AC to DC power converter, 2 lithium ion iron phosphate batteries, the charge controller, the little transfer switch. It was not a bad build at all. And with this 1500 case, there's still space. This is just some like accessories, some extra fuses that can sit down in there. And then I could put like a little log book or something like that in there. And then I also have a little pouch with just some extra connectors that fits in there. That's just so I can charge like my phone or something else on there at the same time if I wanted to. There is this little light in here too. This is just a small little battery powered light. Really mostly I use for camera work, but it just fits in there kind of nicely. Everything's Velcroed in, so it's super easy to take everything out and put it back in, but it's pretty sturdy. So I used the, I believe it's the 3M double-sided Velcro there, which worked really well for me. And yeah, again, I think that's it. Definitely let me know if you have any tips or suggestions, things you think that I could have done better. I definitely appreciate that. Or again, if you have any questions about how I just set something up or why I set it up the way I did, let me know. Everything in here is fused, and again, there's extra fuses in there. So yeah, that's my little project I'm working on. I'm gonna try and put more videos up here soon and start doing more filming of when I'm actually building the stuff. So hopefully there'll be more content coming up for you guys really soon. Thanks again for watching.